It is another exciting edition of Shiftwork here at Russell Steaks, Chops, and More, and our friends from Market in the Square. We've got Nick, Danielle, and Brian. Guys, thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you very much.
Brian, I want to start with you. So tell us about where you grew up, how it all started for you.
I was a Riverside boy, born and raised, and I got a job in Park Edge Markets in Tonawanda at Sheridan Eggert, and I can tell you it's a 7-mile walk. I started in the grocery business in the meat department. After leaving Park Edge, I went to Wegmans, and Wegmans to Bell's and Peter J. Schmidt, and then to Fleming, and then said, you know, I can do this for myself.
Nick, give us your background a little bit, how you got involved in it.
1999 was the start, so I was in high school at that point. Worked there through college, a little bit after college, and then I actually went to work at First Niagara. And then upon the merger with Key Bank, I came back into the family business, so that was back in 17.
Danielle, what's your story and your role and everything that goes on at the store?
Well, again, my start too, back in 1999, I was just getting into high school, and so I didn't start working right away, but within a couple of years I was in there as a cashier and probably was there for a couple of years, and then one day the bakery department needed help, and then just my role kept transitioning at the store. Now I moved up into the office, into like a office manager type with HR and accounts payable, receivable, and here I am today. So.
The business itself now, you guys have 2 locations?
West Seneca, North Tonawanda.
You know, you see stores come and go. What's the key to staying afloat in the things that change so much in the economy and everything? Because you guys are 2 stores now, and possibly growing. How do you fit in the whole thing? What piece are you?
I'll give you an example. We're getting produce, in the off seasons from California. It's got to travel. The trucking industry is going through a change right now where they have laws that are impacting how long drivers can drive. There's a shortage of drivers because now they're driving for less hours. Trucks are unavailable, product can't ship, or it's more expensive to ship.
People don't think of when they go to the store to buy a head of lettuce, right? I mean, there's a lot that goes into that.
I mean, that's just one example. Gas
about.
Prices, any other law that's impacting the workforce is impacting us directly. Do you remember the romaine recall?
Yeah, I sure do.
So the romaine recall basically wiped out the entire romaine supply. So what happened to all the other lettuces? They skyrocket up. A head of iceberg lettuce that normally, maybe $1.50.
$1.99.
Yeah, was costing us $4. Cost from California, and we don't have the ability to just put it out there for $1.99 and lose $2 anymore. That's just things like that people might not understand what goes into all that, and we're trying to do the best we can.
Let's talk a little bit about Buffalo itself. You guys could maybe open up stores in other locations. Why do you continue to stay in this Western New York area? You guys certainly could have moved away with the education you have as well.
We're from here. We know the area. My dad's put down great roots and the foundation of the 2 stores there, and built on what Buffalo wants and needs, what they like. It has really helped the business grow.
So you mentioned the years that go by. I understand you have an anniversary coming up.
Yep. So like I mentioned before, 1999 was the start. So this year, lucky to celebrate the 20th anniversary of our West Seneca location and the company as a whole. So something that we're really looking forward to.
How much of Buffalo is in the store when people look for different Buffalo products? Does that change frequently for you guys?
It might change a little bit depending on the season. People will ship out cases of Salem's hot dogs or Weber's mustard or Chevettas, or so many great Buffalo brands that people just grow accustomed to and they can't live without if they leave the area.
But even local produce in that. We're getting into a big homegrown season right now, and our produce departments utilize local farmers whenever we can.
Being a family that works together a lot, do you guys ever not talk about work? Like Thanksgiving, is it, well, how'd it go at the store this week? How does that work?
It's hard not to.
It's hard not to.
Yeah, it usually comes up.
Is there anything you want people to know about your business that maybe we don't know yet?
I think the important part that we're proud of is that we're Buffalonians, and Buffalo means a lot to us. We enjoy the people in Buffalo. I mean, Buffalo's the only place you stop for gas in the morning, you pump up your tank, and the guy next to you says good morning to you, and and you're in a conversation before you know it, and that's just Buffalo.
We always try to do things the right way. We always might not always be perfect in every way, shape, or form, but we try to do things the way that people would like them. We have a scratch bakery where we have bakers who are working overnights making fresh donuts, making cakes, making pies, strudels, Polish cheesecakes. There's all sorts of things that they're making from scratch each and every day. Our meat department's hand cutting meat, fresh every single day and packing it. So, you know, like I said, we try to do things the right way, try to do things the way that people want them, and we just do the best that we can.
All right, so Market in the Square, thank you for your time today, and another exciting edition of Shiftwork presented by Russell Steaks, Chops, and More.